Yeah, watch me. TFMHiphop show. How else we gonna start this? With the banging track, my favorite track off the Socialize album, The Storm Coming Through. Lagum on that one, featuring Ivory Namara and Pride.
Pride.
You have to
Pride.
acronym. What's the acronyms?
Yeah,
he's called Pride.
That's that was actually his first song he recorded in studio.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, man, you're starting off right off, man.
Yeah.
They don't even know who you are yet, but you're just hitting them with the stories already.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the TFM Hip Hop Show with me, So Severe, right here on 95.9 Touch FM in the house. I've got Lagum. Say what's up.
What up?
How you doing, man? It's nice of you to be here.
Yeah, I'm
with
good.
us. Yeah, chilling right here. Man, it's about 14, 15 minutes or so, and I kickstarted off the show with a song which you claim is the one that everyone seems to know.
Which one?
100.
Yeah, that's
100. The one featuring Ryonga and Tucker HD. And believe it or not, I think Touch FM was the first place to actually premiere it.
Yeah.
Ryonga showed up here some midweek and is like, yo, I got this banging joint. I think you might like it.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Like, yo, man, bring it through, man. The middle of the day, man, is hot. What? I think it actually rained that day.
Yeah.
And this is, I asked him, all right, cool. How about you do this? Email it. I put it in the system. Then we do this thing tomorrow. And he's like, cool. But he didn't send the email. So he shows up right here at
Just
Touch
randomly.
FM. No, he shows up on time.
Okay.
For the interview.
Yeah.
And to premiere the song, and I hadn't heard it yet.
Yeah.
So no one's heard it. And
Wow.
then they put it in the system.
Yeah.
Producers put it in the system and what, and then they're like, all right, so he announces the song what, and just hits play and yo, that joint right there, man. Dope stuff. Lagum, thank you for coming through the TFM Hip Hop Show. If you're tuning in to TFM Hip Hop Show, hashtag TFM Hip Hop, like TFM Hip Hop. Yeah. Simple as that. Any questions you got for Lagum, just hit me up on our Twitter at 95N9. You can tweet directly, follow and tweet. And then you can follow everything that's going on with the show.
On Twitter.
On Twitter.
Yeah.
Twitter. You can follow Lagum at I am Lagum. I got that right?
Yes, that's
on Twitter.
Right.
On Instagram, it's at Lagum Award.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lagum Award.
Yeah, man. Hey, man.
You know your stuff.
Man, I know my social medias. I got mine.
Yeah.
How you doing, man? How you been, man?
I've been good. Just really busy. Working on some more music right now. And working also to get the deluxe edition CDs out. I was set behind a bit with me being sick. And
I heard about an illness somewhere in there.
Yeah, then
I've been trying to have you in here for a couple of weekends in the back to back or whatnot.
Yeah, then I got sick and then I hit my head. I think it was last week on Thursday or something like that, and it knocked me out. Like I was out.
Man.
I
don't know, man.
Hey.
You hit your head, you do it bumping too hard to your own beats or something like that.
This is what happened. I was running and someone just, like, you know how someone just appears out of nowhere, just came from behind a flap in a tent.
So
he just opened and he was right in front of me, so I tried dodging him and there was this pull right there. Boom, straight here.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh man. Hey. I hope it hasn't taken anything from you so far yet. No changes yet.
Nah.
I wouldn't know. We wouldn't know. Like the listeners here, they hadn't met Lagum before the bump, and they only meet the Lagum after the bump. So we may never know. But yo, there's a lot of tracks we've got to go through.
Yeah.
For this album review, and I'm hoping to be as I hope we can get through all of them, man, because you've got like a load of tracks and
I don't know if you got the deluxe edition as well.
Of course, mon frere. Of course, I know my stuff, man.
Yeah, so it's a bunch.
There's a deluxe edition that's available.
Yeah.
And then there's the deluxe CD edition, which is going to be different from the one that's available online.
Yeah.
So my sources say.
Yes.
So I've got the one that's somewhat available.
Yeah.
I don't know if you came with any exclusives from what's going to be on strictly the CD.
I think I do have some.
Yeah, man. Touch FM, I got these exclusives, man. I bring it to you, Lagum. I think, big fan, big fan. But I think let's get into the music straight away.
Let's do it.
Let's get into the next track. I think you said we should start off from the beginning.
Let's go from the beginning,
from the top all the way to the top. And you actually got a track called The Top. So so let's go all the way from the beginning of it all.
Yes.
And then we'll come back and get into Social Lives.
Yeah.
The album is called Social Lives. It premiered in September 13th. September 13th, and perhaps maybe there's a significance to that date, but we'll get into that.
Yeah.
And the opening track off the album is
Wake Me Up.
Wake Me Up?
Yeah.
Not Whiskey?
Oh, actually, I think
it's actually Whiskey.
Yeah.
Now I know the album better than that. Oh man.
Yeah. There you go.
This is tricky, man. This is tricky on your end, man.
There
on
you
your
go.
end, man. But
I hit my head. So.
Yeah, I see it now.
Yeah.
But it's all good.
Yeah.
It's coming through right here, Whiskey, and I like this. Keep it right here, 95.9 Touch FM. Hashtag TFMHiphop to be a part of the show. You already know how to do that. Hit me up on Facebook as well, www.facebook.com/95.9 Touch FM. Any questions you got for Lagum? Tweet at him directly at I am Lagum. Tweet at me at Severely Yours. Follow, retweet, be a part of the show. Let's get into this Whiskey Social Live.
Hey, it's funny how in 09 I never knew you. We lived on opposite sides of this apocalypse. You were doing you, and I was doing now. Were you good? Were you you? Social lives.
All right, I apologize. I got it mixed up.
Yeah, you did.
I got it mixed up. That was Wake Me Up featuring Farisha.
Yes.
And opening, which is actually, I think I've got it. Do forgive me. I think I might as well say that I'm the one who bumped my head.
Yeah.
Coming through from Lagum, Wake Me Up, opening up the album.
Yes.
That was the official intro.
That was the official intro.
You can hear the musicality, ladies and gentlemen. If you tune in, it's the TFM Hip Hop Show. You can hear that music blending and Farisha. Where do you find these artists?
I found her online.
There's a lot of featured artists on this album whose music is
not heard of, but they're amazing.
Well, there is that, not heard of, but I was going to say amazing first. In order, it's not really about them not being. You'd be like, all right, I need to find more of this. I need to find more. Who is this? Beautiful in that one, and then you had Wake Me Up.
Yeah, Wake Me Up.
No, that's Wake Me Up is the title of
one.
Social Lives.
Yeah,
is the intro for Social Lives, and then after that there's Whiskey.
Exactly.
Which I was telling you off air how I played that song for my crew, for my good friends, and I'm like, yo, I think you guys need to listen to this album. I'm going to play this song, and if the first verse doesn't move you and isn't talking about you, then perhaps you can let the album go. But I think it's just a different kind of style, and you should listen to this. And you were saying to me off air how this album, how that was one of the earliest tracks for the earliest track for the album.
Actually, it was the earliest track.
Okay.
Social Lives, yeah.
So Social Lives, is it arranged in order of chronologically, or like how you did the songs, like from the first?
Not at all.
Okay, all right.
Not at all. Social Lives kind of came to me like after I started doing like a bunch of tracks.
You mean with EVM and whatnot?
No.
Because we'll get into that one.
Oh yeah, we'll get into that. But this year I started because I kind of gathered my own equipment, and now I'm running a small studio in my house. And
I've heard about that.
Yeah, and so it was one of the first songs I did with that equipment, and then I did like 2 other songs, and the whole Social Lives idea started to like come into like
come
together.
Yeah,
it started to come together, and so those first songs were before I had any idea that I'm going to do an album called Social Lives. I didn't think I was even going to do an album, but
it came together.
Yeah, it came together.
So, what was Whiskey coming from a personal place? A lot of the lyrics for the album feel that way. They feel like you talk about something that actually
happened,
you've been through,
but like with people close to me. A lot of it was people close to me, and So it was very real stuff, like stuff that I had seen, even though I hadn't really experienced. I was able to empathize with it. Yeah.
Well then, that's remarkable talent and remarkable skill that you've got. I must commend you on that one, I think. And anyways, 95.9 Touch FM. Got to take a short commercial break, but when I do come back, we'll be getting into some more of the music from Social Lives. Hit me up on Twitter, hashtag TFMHiphop. I can see DeMarco on our Twitter. Holla at you, man. I can see Brian Wade IP. Man. Shout outs to Brian, man. It's been a while, man. We'll go back like a while back, but shout outs to you. Thank you for tuning in. And hey, you can hit us up on Facebook at www.facebook.com/95.9. Love and Other Drugs, title track, not the title track, this is just track number 3 of the album Social Lives from Lagum, by Lagum, by the way. And on that one, you chose to feature an artist who, again, we haven't heard of.
And
she's called,
probably won't hear of her again.
Until another Lagum project, perhaps, or something like that. All right, she's called Maya. Well, about this track, let me see. I think I like it. However, though, it's got that Drake-ish thing to it.
Some people said that.
It's got that Drake-ish thing. Like you got that, and well, you tell me where this song come from? Where were you at?
It was just one of those random tracks we did. Maya came over. She was at my house one day with friends, and we're just chilling and talking about life,
social lives and chill.
Just chilling, man. Talking about life, and like stuff we'd been through, and how like relationships are complicated and whatnot. And I was like, you know what? Let's do a song. And she was like, really? Just like this random? And she was like, yeah. And eventually, I convinced her to do it. And I said, I have an idea. That's it's still rough, but we can work with it. And so we went in, we wrote some stuff, we finished the song that day, and that's it.
So just to be clear, you write all the lyrics?
Yes.
Like you wrote all the lyrics, even for her vocals and whatnot.
Yes, I did.
And come up with the melodies and whatnot.
Exactly.
As well.
I did all that.
So you do pretty much everything, really.
I did everything for a lot of the album.
Creative directing, write the lyrics here, how to tone the vocals and whatnot, and then go back to production,
exactly,
sound engineering and whatnot.
You're
just like trying to X out everyone else, get paid all that cut, get all that cut paid into your pocket.
Hey, I'm telling you, if you can do it by yourself, then why not?
Why not, man? Why not? Why not, indeed, man? It's the Touch FM Hip Hop Show right here on 95.9 Touch FM. Hashtag TFM Hip Hop if you want to be a part of this on Twitter. And if you want to be a part of this on Facebook, www.facebook.com/95.9 Touch FM. There's some shout outs coming through from. I see, hey, Enigma is shouting out to yo, man, you best kill it. I think Enigma probably caught wind of what's going to be coming later on. And without much further ado, the next track is called The Way.
The Way. It's by far the longest track on the album.
So The Way is like, why that long? Why that lengthy? So it's about give or take about seven and a half minutes. 7.5 minutes.
Yeah.
So what's the story behind The Way?
The Way. Really, it's just about it has a lot to do with social lives and stuff, and how people pretend to be something, but really the right way is to be who you are and ignore all the crap that people tell you. And so there's a lot to say on that subject, I think. So at first it was 5 minutes, but then more lyrics kept coming to me. So I just kept writing, and I was like, you know what, let me just make this longer.
Get over. It might just end up getting an extra verse for The Way on the next album or something like that.
Hey, man, you never know.
It's The Way coming through from Lagum of the Socialized album, track number 5. 4, track number 4. Keep it right here on the 95.9 Touch FM TFM Hip Hop Show. Let's listen to this song.
Maybe that way I'll get to know. Incredible credibility, crediting creativity, limiting power, entertaining the social liberty, and hoping we lead beyond infinity. Infinite love and intimately living and loving this social fallacy. I've been inside, hoping that I don't die, screaming out Holy Father, then falling hard as I fly. Never mind the hypocrisy, never mind you and I. Absolute power corrupts absolutely until we die.
I figured let me cut this song short because we got like loads of songs to go through, and a lot of them actually are long, like 4.5 minutes. Like your average time duration of each song is about 4.5 minutes. And it's playing for you right here on the TFM Hip Hop Show, 95.9 Touch FM. With me, So Severe, is Lagum in the house, and we're going through the Social Lives album review. Hit me up on Facebook and on Twitter if you want to be a part of this. Hashtag TFM Hip Hop, and let me know what you think of the album so far. This track, The Way, I think it for me, first listen, it got me. It got me. However, though, it's lengthy. It's a long listen, and you said a lot of the songs on the album are long. Was that deliberate?
Not really. Like I kind of just went with where my like lyrical flow is taking me. Sometimes that happens. Like I just keep writing for a song, and sometimes I keep like producing a song and it ends up being 6 minutes. I'm like,
how does that just end up happening?
I don't know, like
or at least okay. One of my initial thoughts at the end of this album was I was having this discussion with one of the friends on you know him on Twitter. He actually did a review for this album, Bomono. Shout outs to Bo. He said he's going to be tuned in. I hope he found the time between watching rugby and whatnot, and soccer and everything. But shout outs to him. And I was saying my initial thoughts on this entire project. I'm like, a lot of the songs are long in length. And if that was deliberate, shout outs to Lagum for a brave move. Because it's like, I don't care, I'm gonna make it 7 minutes and put it on the album.
That's kind of how I was feeling. Like I just did the tracks, and when I saw the 7 minutes, I'm like, okay, I don't care.
Well, that happened.
Put that on, Actually, I don't know if you know this, but I recorded a ton of songs for Social Lives.
I actually wanted to get into that and ask what the process was like of like screening and choosing and deciding whatever was going to be on the first edition of the album.
And
then because this is the Social Lives. It's the Socialized, then the Socialized Deluxe edition, then the Social Lives Deluxe CD edition. Exactly. So you're talking about in total how many tracks?
About 57 I recorded.
You recorded 57 projects for Social Lives. And this entire project's been going on for about how long now?
About a year. About a year. Actually, no. I think scratch that. It's less, much less.
It's much less than a year.
Much less than a year. Beginning of this year, around Feb.
That's when
I started.
That's when you decided I'm going to do an album. Call it Social Lives. And give it to them. Give it. And why the title Social Lives then?
For me, it was just mainly about like how people are on social media, and these days social lives means a lot more like. Like it means more to do with like phones and everything, and people talking to each other on phones, and a lot of the time
I see people reaching at yours real quick.
Like I'm one person who is like a lot of the time I'm on my phone as well, but I don't like to be. And so for me, one of the problems that I was encountering on social media is that a lot of people are trying to be this thing, this facade for this perfect thing for everyone to see, when really there's something else. And I thought, well, that needs to be addressed, because who people really are is beautiful, is amazing. And so I feel that people need to show that instead of hiding behind something else. And so that's why Social Lives just kind of came to me.
Well, I feel the album is aptly titled. The concept seems to flow throughout.
Yeah.
And well, we're about how many tracks in, give or take?
I think that was 5.
That was 4. You only have 4?
Yeah.
But we got into some others earlier. We played The Storm earlier.
Yeah.
So we're about and then played 100, which is on the deluxe.
Yes.
So we kind of.
You're kind of there.
Man, I'm looking at the list and like, there's a ton of songs, but
there's a ton of them.
All right, if you're tuned in, it's 95.9 Touch FM is about, give or take, about 9 minutes to the hour of 7, pretty much almost wrapping up the first hour. Gonna play about 2 more tracks. Yeah, there's still room for about 2 more tracks, but I need to remind you though that whatever the moment, we have a flavor for it. I know it's all cold and damp outside. I don't know. Did it rain today?
I'm not sure.
It didn't feel like it, but the weather seems like it did.
Yeah.
But well, just have to remind them of whatever the moment. Experience the excitement with Pepsi's irresistible taste. Express your fun side with a Mirinda and live on the daring side of life with the unique tasting Mountain Dew. Refresh yourself with a Pepsi, Mirinda, and Mountain Dew at 1,000 for the 300 ml. Then 1,200 for the 330 PET, that's the plastic bottle. Then there's the 1,700 for the 500 ml PET. And then the 4,200 for the one that I like, the 2-liter PET bottle. Right here on 95.9 Touch FM. You can get yours. Any Pepsi product, just chill. But the next track I want to get into is actually this one on The Storm. I've gotten the most plays on my personal playlist. This one's called It's Obvious. Keep it right here, 95.9 Touch FM. It's Obvious, track number 5. Yeah, coming through from Lagum. Let's listen.
See, it's funny how the whole world knows you. The flashing lights, it just feel right, don't it? Let it sink in, I finally made it. Forget the ones who were with me whenever I fell down and couldn't take it. My apologies to the ladies I begged and never called after. I suppose I really just saw it after the thrill of the chase, and they got bored when they asked me to buy them dinner. It's funny, ain't it? I've never really been this cold. I suppose I was different when I was younger. Mother was 16 when she had me. Daddy was 23 and a bit when he left my mama for that.
It's Obvious. Coming through from Lagum, track number 5 on the Socialize album. Right here on 95.9 Touch FM. So Lagum is in the house with me.
Yeah.
My name is So Severe. Shout outs to everyone that's tuned in online, and if you know that you've got a friend out there that would like to tune into the show, tell them that they can tune in. The hashtag to use, tell them the website to stream the show is quite simple, really. www.touch.fm. Real simple, real simple right there. Tell me, where was your mind at for this song? Because there's so many places my mind goes to on this particular song. I was in a relationship once and it went bad, and I'm like, there's a verse in there that touched that. I'm like, hey, man. I think I've been in several relationships that went that south, and then the ones that I really got into, and then, man, there's so many. So you said a lot of the album, earlier you mentioned that a lot of the album came through from you just empathizing with situations that had been around you.
And sometimes some of them actually have to do with me. Like this particular song, verse 2, like resonates so much with something I went through. Where I said how I you know someone for a while, they're your friends and whatever, and then all of a sudden they move and they stop talking and whatever. And with social media these days, it's not that hard to it's not that hard to send a text.
It's the irony of it all. Social media is here to bring us closer, and somehow you just not that close with someone that you could text in 2 seconds.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I have her number right now, and if I text her,
let's text her right now.
I guarantee she will not reply.
Let's text her right now.
I guarantee she will not. Let me do this right now. I guarantee.
Let's send a voice note. Let's send a voice note. Text it right now.
No, I'm not that. No, I can't do that. Anyway, I can't do that.
We'll get back to that in the next hour. Let's see if that happens. Let's see if she knows us up
right now.
Let's see if she knows us up. Shout out to everyone that's tuned in. Shout outs to a good friend of mine, Laurie Mae Jane. Laurie, listening all the way in Australia. you know. And well, the next track is called Slow Motion.
Oh yeah.
It's going to lead us to the top of the hour.
Yeah.
Tell us real quick in 30 seconds about Slow Motion.
Slow Motion. Well, it's also another track that resonates so much with just sometimes like people, you know, all the time people just faking and all that. And Slow Motion is like basically about, you know, taking things slow and just slowing down for a second and saying, hey, wait a second. Slow motion.
Life's going on.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait a second.
Keep it right here, 95.9 Touch FM. Slow Motion. Going to close out the hour. I'll be back with more Social Lives album review with Lagum. Hashtag TFMHiphop. Stream live at www.touch.fm. And be a part of this on Facebook as well. www.facebook.com/95.9 Touch FM. For now.
Most of you know privacy isn't a thing. Privacy isn't a thing. What do you know? How to get into that lane? How to get into that lane? We just get high. Oh boy, you know we get high. High enough to be grounded. When the whole city trying to fly. I'm pulling my way for this.
95.9 Touch FM. Lagum. Social Lives. It's the Social Lives album review right here on 95.9 Touch FM. The TFM Hip Hop Show with me, So Severe, at about 7 minutes past the hour of the last hour, 7 p.m. We're going all the way until 8 p.m. Lagum is in the house with me, and fading out in the back is the track called High, featuring Esther Chanel. One of those Lagum. Those Lagum divas you got in the background, just putting magic on your music. And this one I think is one actually. This is another one of those dope hooks that you got on this one. You know, and I think this one encapsulates what you're talking about on the album really well, like social lives at the chorus and whatnot. But enough of me saying what I think. You tell me, what do you think? What was it like? What was your intention with this particular track? High. It was.
High. I don't know. Like when I was first producing the beat, it just kind of felt like I don't know if you get that feel when you're listening to it. It kind of puts you in some sort of weird. I don't know. It put me in a state like a high kind of state, and so the name kind of just stuck, and we wrote the lyrics around that. And it's mostly about like I say, most of you know privacy isn't a thing. Privacy isn't a thing. What do you know? How to get into the lane? How to get into the lane? Yeah, it's mostly just about, you know, people think that their stuff, like they think basically privacy isn't a thing. Like people will find out who you are sooner or later. Eventually the truth will come out, and it will be shouted on the rooftops. Like you know these things of when people hide behind certain things, and then when the truth finally does come out, it's like blown way out there, and everyone gets to know. And so that's what this song really is about. It's just, you know, stay true to who you are. It's like, again, like in different ways and different stories, I'm just trying to tell people that in the end, it's better to be who you are, because no one can do you like you do. And that's what it's all about.
So let's then that. I think now is the perfect time to ask, who is Lagum? Because first, at least I heard of Lagum, and I've been when I say I've been listening to your music, I've been like from EVM, Elevator Music's
first rodeo.
What was the first single?
Was all of them, I think.
Like from way back, like that's like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, about 3 years ago.
Maybe 4.
Probably about that. I remember.
Actually, it's 4 or 5 years ago.
It's from when I was doing one mic show, and y'all was scheduled actually somewhere in there. I was supposed to have y'all, but then, but I think school and whatnot, so. And then you were going by the name Lyriczzz.
Lyriczzz, yes.
Yeah, the spelling was complicated.
Yes, it was.
And now you tried. You actually didn't try. You just chose to simplify it and just go by your real name.
Mainly because of the title of my album, Social Lives, and what it was based on. I was like, let me just be who I am.
So in that case, please tell us, who is Lagum?
I'm a weird dude. That's one thing.
The first,
first thing, I'm very weird.
You ran into poles, but continue.
Yeah, I'm very weird. I'm a producer. I sing. I rap. I'm a Christian. I love Jesus. I love God. I love my family. That's who I am really, and a lot of it centers around that family, my friends, and God, and my music.
Shout out to you centering it around God and family at the same time. That's a lot. That's a lot. Yeah, and how old are you, if you don't mind sharing?
I'm 20 now.
20.
Yeah.
And 4 years ago, EVM was scheduled to have something with I knew about him being 20, but just wanted to give you all a little light on that one, just so you can understand how much talent is it just in one body. And and well, you sound more experienced than someone who's just
yeah, I've been told that. I'm not sure how exactly I got into rap actually.
You can't remember really. All right, then let's go through your earliest influences.
I think I started doing animation. That was the first thing I started doing, and it was. And I was
You're that weird dude.
Yeah, I was that dude. I was doing animation. So it was a lot of stuff with computers. And one day I was going through YouTube and I found a video, FL Studio. I was like, oh, what's this? And I clicked on it, and I was seeing a guy create music from scratch, and I was like, this is amazing. Where have I been? Like, this is amazing. And so I downloaded it that day. I started working with FL Studio, the demo version. So what I'll do is I'll make sure I'd finish the track and then render it out immediately because it couldn't save. And
no. Now you see how you're getting into the technical side of things. No, we want to know who you influences, because obviously, okay. It's no. Would it be the wrong assumption to say you are a fan of Drake?
No. I'm a fan of Drake, but he's not like in my top 10.
Yeah,
he's not.
That's a shocker.
Yeah, he's actually not in my top 10.
That's a shocker.
Yeah.
So, but some of your earliest influences, were you into?
I was into a lot of like rock and alternative. That's what I started doing actually. I started singing and doing like really pop kind of music, pop rock, and then eventually I started branching into hip hop. I started writing raps, and it was mainly because I don't know if you know of Andy Mineo.
Yes, I do. The gospel rapper.
Oh, yeah. He I think he's one of the guys who really influenced me. He was like, because he was a singer before. Like I knew him as a singer,
and then he switched into.
But the thing is, he had been rapping. He had been a rapper the whole time.
The whole time, yeah.
But I just knew him as a singer, as C-Light, and then all of a sudden he comes out with this rap album. I was like, what? You mean this dude can rap? And I was like, maybe I can do this as well. And so I started doing more hip hop tracks. And then I got together this whole EVM team, and we started doing stuff. And eventually I just started getting more serious with it and spending more time producing. And so eventually I came out with an EP last year, and now Social
Goes. And you come from an EP. Did you have an EP with Elevator Music?
We were supposed to.
There was just a couple of singles out, and
a couple of singles. You know, we were kids in school, so
many distractions. And right now at this moment, are you still in school?
I'm actually heading to the university next year. Going to be doing sound engineering.
All right.
At Sydney.
Sydney, Australia. Hey, so shout outs to Lori. Perhaps she's a stand-up poet. Perhaps maybe y'all could work something out or something like that.
Nice.
But the next track I want to get into, and again, it's one of those ones which I feel ear one potential. Like it just like it's ear one potential. The next track is coming through. Song number 8 off of the album Social Lives. # TFM Hip Hop to be a part of this. The song is not called hashtag. The song is called All I Know. Keep it right here at 95.9 Touch FM. Be a part of this.
All I know, I've been confused and waited so long. All you do is run the show. You and I, we've wasted time, we've done it so wrong. We let the earth so go. And all I know is we can make it right when we start a fight around it. Start a fight. And all I know is we can make it all better if we all get together around it. Let's get together. All I know is I've been going round in circles. Hit the studio, then I play it for my homies. Ain't it funny that I'm searching for approval instead of looking in the mirror? That I'm holding in my breath instead of living, breathing. Driving slow in this fast lane. Broken like when I hit the kings and queens now living dreams. Kings and queens now living dreams. Kings and queens now living dreams.
So now this track, Kings and Queens.
Yeah.
Track number, let me see, 9?
9.
Track number 9 off the album Social Lives. Playing for you right here on 95.9 Touch FM, the TFM Hip-Hop Show. With me, So Severe, in the house with Lagum for the Social Lives album review. And that's, this was, should we call this the first single?
I think 100 was the first single.
Well,
yeah.
I think what was 100 supposed to be on Social Life? It seems like it was a late decision.
Yeah, it was kind of a late. At first, I thought it would be, and then I decided, nah, it wouldn't be. And then someone convinced me.
But so I'll call Kings and Queens pretty much the first single. It's the one you shot a video for with Josh SB and some beautiful model who I was really hoping for you to show up with.
Unfortunately, she's in the Philippines right now.
Aha.
Yeah. The Philippines. So.
Okay. All right. Okay. It's okay. One of these days, I've called dibs. All right. Anyone out there who's listening, dibs. Okay. So Severe called dibs. What's her name?
Her name is Maribel.
I've called dibs on Maribel. Yeah. You see? see, it's in the name. Someone may want to marry Bella. Something like that, you know. So.
What do you want, Maribel?
Maribel.
Yes.
See? All right. Well, it's 95.9 Touch FM. It's about 24 minutes past the hour of 7, and still got a lot of tracks to go, man.
Actually do.
Still got there's still one of my favorites. There's The Storm. There's we went through The Storm. Then there's The Top and whatnot. But Kings and Queens, why was it the first single that you chose to put out there?
I don't know. I just felt like I needed to do a video for it, and it was a song that was very real to me at the time, and I just thought, you know what, let's do it. I never really had a plan for, like, a serious plan of, this single is gonna be released next, and then this, and then this, and then. But when Kings and Queens came, I was like, I'm definitely releasing this one as the next single. Yeah.
And so we had it.
Yeah.
So we had it, and shout outs to Josh SB for putting down pretty good, great video. I think
he pulled it off.
Should we be expecting more videos from the album? Have you shot any yet?
Not yet, but I'm planning another one.
You're planning another one soon, huh? Yeah. All right, can't wait for that one. Can't wait for that one though. The next track is pretty much an interlude that you play before getting into The Storm.
Yes.
And this one's called The Storm Illusion, featuring
Nyara.
Yeah. So again, with the artists whom we haven't heard of before.
Yeah.
And all right, look, this is pretty short. I think this is the shortest one.
Shortest one.
And you had to go make it an illusion. I had to go make it an interlude rather. So this one's all right. Let me get into this one, but we could talk over this just a little bit, and you explain why the mind state that voice sends me to. I don't know. Does she record her own music?
She does. She's very serious about music. She used to live here, but she's now in the US. Jessica Mumford, but she's an amazing singer and an amazing friend. And she's one of the people who helped me sift through all those 57 tracks or so to choose for the album finally. Yeah, she's amazing.
I would really like to hear more of her work.
Yeah, definitely.
And,
so would I.
That's interesting. I would expect, at least I was half expecting a lot of it to come from you in some way.
The plan is to work on stuff with her. But for right now, she's not here. She's in the US, so it's a bit hard.
It's a bit tricky.
Yeah, to do stuff, and so
it's okay. I get it. But the next track is somewhat crazy different in a different kind of sense.
Yeah.
You got a different artist who we all know, I guess. In some way, at least should know.
Yeah.
At least, we should know her.
Should know her.
She's called Karen.
Yes.
Miss Karen. And this song is called The Top.
The Top.
And how'd you get Karen? How, man? How?
My cousin played in her band. And a friend of mine, Jazz Udongo, knows her well. Like, he produced for her for a bit, and so I just said, you know what, I need something different for this song. I need some, and I was like, Karen, that's a perfect person. I just actually hit my cousin up, was like, yo, get me Karen's number, send the track to her. I sent it to her. She's like, oh, this is an amazing song. Let's do it. So she wrote 2 days. She recorded, sent it over to me. That's how it happened. And
the rest is history.
Yeah.
It's a pretty I don't know, man. Someone warned me earlier, Bomona warned me earlier about before getting into this interview and album review. He said, don't make the kid feel too nice about this project. We still need more music.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm already working on stuff.
I mean, you still you've got the 57 something tracks in the background, and
which I might never release, by the way.
You're gonna be one of those guys. You're gonna be one of those guys. Anyway, man, it's crazy up in here. Hashtag TFMHiphop to be a part of this. In the house with me, I've got the man Lagum, and we're doing the album review for his album Social Lives, which, by the way, you can get online.
I mean, you can either, if you want it for free,
you could hit him up. Is it all uploaded to your SoundCloud?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, you can hit him up on SoundCloud. That's at www.soundcloud.com/I am Lagum.
No,
it's Lagum the King.
Exactly.
Yes, Lagum the King.
Yes.
Yeah. Man.
All these social media names you need to remember.
Lagum the King.
Yeah.
And the Instagram is Lagum Award. Then, hey man,
see,
I'll advise just try and keep it one of them.
I tried, but the names were taken, man. They were taken.
Oh man, it's all good. It's all good right here on the TFM Hip Hop Show. Pay some bills, but when I get back, we'll try and see how we can squeeze the rest of the album in there. And hey, if you want to hear Lagum prove to you that he's not just that MC, but he's actually an MC, keep around, because we're going to be getting into a Touch of hip hop freestyle session in just a bit. Keep it right here, 95.9. And as you know the rules, please.
But you feel me, right? Yeah, I feel you too, but it takes more than that for us to work. I'm at the top, running to the top. Girl, you better get on and live it out.
Oh man, we on. This is the Touch FM Hip Hop Show right here. TFM Hip Hop Show, 95.9 Touch FM. With me, So Severe in the house. I got Lagum in the background. You can hear the song The Top featuring Karen. If you wonder who Karen is, she was the lead vocalist for the crew, Camp Mula.
Yeah.
And man, I was like, yo, how the hell did you get Karen to feature on this? But hey, man, this is a dope project. You explained it before we went into the break, and this is one of those songs where a couple of people said, man, it's really Drake-ish.
Yeah.
But it works. It really works, and I like the fact that you didn't just leave it at that singing rapping thing, and you actually put some bars down. You set off like when you like settle down and like, all right, let me settle down in this on this beat, because if you just let that go, I was going to be like, man, it's a dope beat to not drop some bars on. And you went off and did that, and man.
It's a track I'm really happy with. I'm really happy with how it came out. Yeah.
I don't know how. Fingers crossed. Perhaps I hope this would be the next single that you shoot a video for. And
oh man, we had wanted to do that, but she was leaving for Boston the next week. And so it would be a bit difficult to shoot a video and two people. But Bo had a brilliant idea, which I might just take.
Bomono from Twitter.
From Twitter. Shout out. Just another random shout out right now. Shout out to Brianna, Simeon, Jerome, Jemima, Lara, Chirabo, Savannah, who are listening right now in La Patisserie.
What?
By the way, guys, save me ice cream, Save me ice cream when I come back to this, man.
That's a warning because it's going to get a little hot after freestyle.
Man, I'm giving you shout outs. No, I want my ice cream.
I can't believe you guys doing it on my airtime. That was the TFM Hip Hop Show. Let's get back into Social Lives, the album.
Yeah.
Everyone out there, check out the hashtag TFM Hip Hop, or just check out Lagum at I am Lagum on Twitter, and somewhere in his bio, you'll find the link. You find the link to where you can get the album.
CD Baby's there.
That you can make donations if you.
If you want to buy the album, that's cool with me. You can go
just
buy
make a simple
www.cdbaby.com.
Yeah, like CDBABY baby.com /
Lagum.
That's it. That's pretty LAGUM.
Yeah.
Z can see me just joined in on Twitter. She's like, sorry I'm late, but I like this, and she's in love, man. She actually, let me rephrase. I'm in love. With plenty V's and the R's are there. Man, we haven't got much time and still got a ton load of tracks. So, all right. The next track is another interlude. King Interlude. And we can. Should we get into that? You want to talk about that one?
Oh, they need to hear it. Sorry. Talk about it.
You want to talk about it?
No, let them hear it first.
Let them hear it first.
Yeah.
Then we'll come talk about it afterwards.
Yeah.
All right then. We can work with that. And okay then. Here it is. The King Interlude coming through from Lagum. Track number 12. Somewhere in there. 12, 13, somewhere in there.
That's 12, I think.
Yeah, somewhere in there. Yeah, right. Yeah. Take a listen to this. Let me know what you think.
Prayer rising, you follow me, orderly or disorderly, practically will be vision. We tell the whore that she's literally loved by God, and the misery is not for nothing. See, I'm living whole in this vision. My vision, only this mission. The tension is holding back my invention, inventing and holding nothing for ransom. Obviously, I've been curiously curious of religion. We say he died for us all, but the church is picking and choosing the ones who look like religion. So God bless you, brothers, sisters, and God bless you, sister, brothers. It's funny how they always end up in sin. The homie got a lady pregnant, got her cheating on him. Now she repent in front of the audience, but she ain't sorry about her ass. She's just sorry she got caught, and she probably do it again if you guarantee her thoughts a little freedom. Why we so consumed by deeds, we ignore the truth. Why we so consumed with whether he got dreadlocks or whether he got a suit. Why we so concerned with our looks. And every now and then I'm hoping you get the message. I'm hoping you see the end, cause every step forward is a step to where we met.
No, you tell me where I've been. I held back, but I wasn't king. I knew violence, I knew my strengths. And now it's the middle of my friend. Lord, since 1995. No, that since the year turned 5. But see, I've been king ever since I let go.
We've just been booking my position for the remix of this interlude. Can you imagine? This interlude sounds like a full track. Oh, what should have been a full track? It's called King, playing for you right here on 95.9 Touch FM. Man, so many tracks to get through.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. If we're being clear, there's it's about give or
We've done
take.
the Storm already.
We've done the Storm. Yo, but we got like 15 minutes. Then there's a freestyle session in there that we gotta get into. Then there's all right. Let me see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 songs.
5.
There's not too much time. Yeah. We don't have that time, and these are some lengthy tracks.
So what do we do?
I don't know. Social Lives. Here's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
I'm going to tweet at them a link for where they can get even the deluxe version, where you can buy it, where you can send your donation.
You can even go for free.
If you don't have the money,
If you're broke
and all you can afford is data, please, you can get there and just get the album. Social Lives, please show support local talent. But now again, that's the question that did come up. I hadn't mentioned the question yet. I asked it in my head, but yeah, the question did come up. You're putting out these artists, and now a lot of them you have mentioned aren't at the moment in the country and whatnot. And then the album Social Life has got an international appeal.
Yeah, it does.
But how often it's going to come up, usually when I have artists in here from different ethnicities and whatnot, it's always going to come up as part of a discussion that we can't really avoid.
Yeah.
And is that going to be a side of you that we're going to see sooner or later? The side that embraces your
kind of cultural.
Yeah, like
I don't know, man, because
your traditional end of things, and being Lagum as Lagum, should we expect?
from Acholi,
I would like to hear some.
Hey, I'm down for anything, but problem with that is like what you put out eventually, if it's like representing where you're from and who you are, it has to be good. And at the moment, I can't say that I'll produce a hard hitting actually like I can get someone to help me and everything, but it's not the style I've grown up with. I've grown up with mostly hip hop, rock. Those are mostly the influences I've had, and so a lot of what you hear in my music is kind of stemming from that. And so, yeah, it's not nothing really I can just randomly change, because my music just kind of, I don't really sit down and say, okay, I'm going to now write a song about this. It just kind of comes to me.
It comes to you.
It just kind of, even with a beat, like I don't start, okay, the beat is going to be like this. I just come, sit down. Oh, there's a melody in my head. What am I hearing? And I just put it down. So it just depends on where that, I think it's God just like directing me and whatever. And so I just feel like if he directs me that way, then all good. Then you'll see more of that. If he doesn't, then I mean
we'll just see more of Lagum.
Yeah.
Well, I for one hope. I am usually excited to hear that side of when I'll admit on my end too. It's never been the easiest, but it excites me.
Yeah.
I
know what you mean.
So it excites me, and
I know what you mean.
And well, I would like to hear that someday. But now the next track I want to get into comes from you, featuring Ruyonga and King's African Rival, who also feature in the track. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get into a fuse of this one, and then get into the other one with King's African Rifle.
Yeah, amen.
So I'm going to fuse them because we haven't got much time.
Yeah.
But for now, this one is called Real.
Real.
Yeah. Hey man,
it's all about being
TFM Hip-Hop. Let's do this.
Hidden Empire. Shout out to EVM. Yeah. Dad was from Bulindi out of Hoima. Mom's from Obashenyi, that's Matoma. And daddy died, so we left mommy feeling empty. But she still trusted God though, and he made her an MP. So there's nothing that you could tell me that could tempt me. You convinced me, cause I know that God is for me. So I don't really care who's against me. See, I was playing for that other side when he intervened. Still he traded for me, and he put me on that winning team. That's who I live for, and I die for. Yeah, cause I was lived for, and I was died for. That's who I spit for, only one that I ride for.
Lies deeper inside your mind, and often we look behind and then wonder if we are blind, and then something shines in our eyes, an angel or a disguise, and it's lovely to see, but time stops for a second.
TFM Hip-Hop show right here with Lagum in the house at about 6 minutes to the end of the show, man. It's been a blast, but
yeah,
I always like the blast that comes towards the end, when it's starting to get really hot and fiery. Lagum is in the house, the TFM Hip-Hop show, customary as we always do. Whenever we got an MC in the house, we give it to him, give him the microphone and let him blast off.
Oh yeah.
You ready?
I think I
am. Give us the freestyle, Lagum.
All right.
You need to set the record straight. You need to let them know. This is what I'm giving you.
Okay.
I know you can do this one.
Let me go.
Ladies and gentlemen, hashtag TFM Hip Hop Show. Is that good enough for you?
Yeah.
Let's go.
If you pay attention to the big boys, you'll miss me when I walk by. Everybody want cash for it, but no nigga wanna give time. Hold up, I need some attention, at least a little to get by. They ain't really got it. They separated like money ties. Money, right? Power circle, umami time. Said we only black out on the mic most times. My nigga, I'm man that we only black out all times. Finna blast off to the moon and the blow on the mic all night. General of this rapping thing. Maybe not, but it sure as hell make you believe it. Hottest summer in the coldest winter, confusing season with every reason to beat the beat and whatever thinking you do in the morning when I come for your crown. It's open season. I'll knock your teeth in. Limited edition. Run for the hills cause I'm on a mission. Kill everything that approach. Ain't really chasing bread but your toes. Ain't really too deep but I'll coast past you. Run it past you. Fly, tumble, roll. That nigga, I'ma blast you. Yeah.
Oh man, that was slow.
That was slow. You got some more heat?
I think
You got some more heat? I could hook you up a different beat.
Let's do this. Let's do it without the beat.
Let's do it without a beat.
Yeah.
Let's kill it without a beat.
Yeah.
That's the first time, no? That's the first I've heard that.
Alright, let me do something. Round one, homie. I'ma knock you out like sedatives. Flow so tight, got you feeling like they skinny jeans. I ain't loving your stuff, got you feeling like you Billie Jean. The stage is my throne, that's why everyone treat me like a king. I'm off the chain like a freed slave. Rock the mic till I die while I rock a hot babe. You're like a Premier League break, you ain't got no game. Tell me, how you walking with swag when you oh so lame? Now go home crying to your papa. I'm living out the present, so they calling me a rapper. All I do is murder, so go call the popo. Cause if your rhymes are mad, mine are mental. Loco. This ain't a battle, it's a freaking massacre. I'm putting out your fire like I'm another freaking avatar. Oh, we just hit you so far, we found remains in freaking Panama. Yeah.
That's the first anyone has ever asked for. Hey, the TFM Hip Hop Show, they just asked like, yo, nah, cut the beat, let me drop that, and
I think I'm better at freestyling when it's without a beat.
Oh man, that's mad dope.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming through the TFM Hip Hop Show, ladies and gentlemen. It's pretty much time for me to wrap up. Sadly, I couldn't get through to the exclusive tracks of the album. However, though, I think we've gone through most of it. We've gone through most, if not all per se, but I can't give you everything anyway, so I can't give you all the stuff. But there's like one or two tracks. Like maybe let me see. There's pretty much two tracks we didn't go through. Okay, three. Focus with Ivory. Yeah. Which Ivory, when I met Ivory, she said it was a blast coming up with that track. She had a lot of fun doing that track. So much fun. And man, it's a lengthy song. It's like 6 minutes. So
see, we initially like it was shorter, but we were like, you know what? We need to surprise these people. We need to do a double team on these niggas.
I like that. But they're gonna have to check that one out online.
It's all good.
It's all good. We've shared too much. Thank you all for tuning in, everyone who's listening. Shout outs to all your people who's listening at Apatiseri. Shout outs to y'all. Shout outs to peeps listening from all over the world on the www.touch.fm. You can stream live, and you can also check out on YouTube. Just type into YouTube the hashtag TFM Hip Hop, and you will see clips of this show.
Yeah, one more
clips of the show.
One more thing, I just like to, say shout out to Uncle Shannon, Auntie Margaret, Auntie Susan, Amos. Those are guys, my family, who have really supported me, and just shout out to them, and thank you for all the support.
Shout out to you, and thank you for coming through the TFM Hip Hop Show. I'm going to close out with a song which I think touches on something that a lot of us are not really that confident with.
What song is that?
I wanted to get into Know Yourself, but that's also a bit late.
How long is it? It's 3 minutes maybe.
We've got like under a minute and a half, so it's all right. I think I'm just going to get through to. I'm going to give them a rebound of the King interlude.
King interlude.
All right. So Severe heading on out. Burner's coming through for the house party. It's been real.
Yeah.
Thanks again, Lagum.
No problem.
Social Lives. Get the album, ladies and gentlemen. Get the album.